everyone. My name's Shelly and I'm a Younique product presenter, and today I'm going to show you how I do my makeup each morning and the products that I use so that you can see. Some of you have been asking me how I get my face to look so flawless, and it's really quite easy and it doesn't take me very long. I'm a busy mom with 3 boys and I'm on the go all the time, so what you're going to watch me do right now I do every morning before I leave the house. And I always have time and my makeup lasts all day long. So first of all, at night I always use a couple of drops of the Uplift Eye Serum, and I just put it up in on this area. I've noticed a huge difference on my lines on my forehead, in around my eyes, and then a drop down on my smile lines. You can see my face is a little bit angry today. I've got a couple of red spots on my chin and my face is bare right now, and so you're going to see the great coverage that I get with the Younique products that I use. Okay, so in the morning when I get up, I wash my face and then I take my Divine Moisturizer, and it doesn't take very much. I use a little squirt, see, just a little bit on my hand, and I just dab it around. And that's my first step, just to kind of get my face moist and ready. Living here in Idaho, we have a pretty dry climate. Then, before I started using Younique, I never used primer. And I now use their Glorious Primer, and it has made a huge difference in how my makeup goes on smoother and how it lasts and how flawless I think that my makeup looks throughout the day. And the great thing about the Glorious Primer is that it is a primer that can be used on your face and on your eyes. And it does not take very much. Put a little squirt in my hand and I kind of rub it and get good coverage all over my face, and just, it feels silky, silky smooth. So this is going to make everything else that I put on my face now look better and last better. Okay, so then I use the BB cream, and in the winter I use the cream, and I'm starting to get a little bit of sun and I'm pretty fair, but not a whole lot, and so I have the bisque here for summer. And what I've been doing the last few weeks is I put my BB cream on with a powder puff brush, and so I stipple it onto my brush, and brush it onto my face. So I take the BB cream, I just kind of stipple it around onto the brush. And so this is my light color. This is my cream that I've been using all winter. And then I've been taking just a little bit of the bisque, and I've been mixing it just into the brush a little with the cream to kind of give me a combination of 2 colors. So you can see I don't have very much on the brush. A little goes a long way. And I dab here, here, my nose, and my chin. And then I just start brushing it around. I just really brush it in good. So that does over half of my face. And then what I do is I just take a little bit more of the cream and stipple it on. And take my bisque and I stipple a little on. And now I've got my forehead coverage. That's what this is going to be for. So I kind of start up like this and I just brush it over. And just really brush it and blend it in. You know, before I started using Younique, I used a cream foundation that I used a sponge with, and I saw somebody else using the brushes to do it with, so I decided to try it. And I can't believe the really nice blending and coverage that I get with using the brush. So that works really well for me. Then I take my concealer brush and I take the BB cream again, just a little bit on the end. And you know sometimes how you have those dark circles around your eyes? I just brush it in around like this, just on the inside and under my eye. Oops, I got a little too much there. And this is going to get rid of that darkness that sometimes you have in the mornings. However, I have to say that I've noticed too that with the Uplift Eye Serum, my circles in the morning aren't near as dark as they used to be. Then I take the Touch Pressed Powder and just take a little on here. I'll get on my nose, on my cheek, and I just really rub it in. And this is what really sets things. And look how that's covered up that red on my chin. And it doesn't take very much. I just like to blend it in really well. And now this is going to last me all day. Okay, so now I have my Splurge Cream Shadow in Dainty, and I take my cream shadow brush, and it doesn't take very much, just kind of brush it in the pot, and then I like doing my whole eye with this. It gives me a nice shimmery look. And I love how the brush really gives it a nice, even look. This cream shadow is great because it's not wet or goopy, and you don't see any creases with it. And I've worn this for a 16-hour day before, and it looks the same as when I put it on, and I don't have any crease lines. So again, I just brush it in really well. Now, this is one of our mineral pigments. This is Curious. And I just take a dab of that and do it on my inner eye, just to kind of open those eyes up. Okay, so now I'm ready for a little bit more color, and I take our eyeshadow brush, and I have Vulnerable here, and I take some on there, and I just do this on my inner corners of each eye. I really love how the Splurge cream shadow has some glimmer to it, so when I put the color over top, it just kind of enhances it. This just gives me a little color. And see, the Vulnerable is a matte, so with the splurge under. It just gives it a little bit more of a sparkle to it. Then I take the Sassy, which is a shimmer, and just kind of dab it over top, just to give it a little bit more. And then I forgot a step. I usually do my eyebrows first, and I take the Infatuated pigment, and I take our liner brush, and I just come up and brush some Infatuated into my eyebrows to give them a little definition. So you're not getting that harsh, drawn-in eyebrow look. And I just think it looks a little more natural that way because it's brushed in and it hasn't been drawn in. Okay, so now I am going to take my Regal pigment and my crease brush, and I get some Regal mixed in there. And this is where I draw in my crease. I have really been liking these colors for spring. I think they're really nice spring colors on my eyes. Give me a little bit of color from the more neutral ones that I was wearing through the winter. Now the key with the pigments and the brushes is blending. So after I get my highlighting on my crease done, I am going to go back and blend a little bit. So I go back and I take my shadow brush with a little bit of the Sassy and kind of blend it in with the Regal. Okay, and then since I put a little color on, I just highlight back with my cream shadow brush, just with what I had left on it. I didn't put any more. And take my Curious, again, just to highlight the inside of my eyes. Okay, so now it's time for me to do my eyeliner. This is a Precision eyeliner in Perfect, and I love how silky smooth these eyeliners are. I've never done eyeliner on a camera before, so this is a little interesting. There. So now I'm ready for my beachfront bronzer, and I use Sunset And again, I take my powder puff brush, and I'm going to use this to kind of highlight. So I just kind of go in on my forehead like this, and on my nose, and then just lightly on my cheeks and chin. Okay, so now I'm ready for my blusher, and I use Seductive. And I love this blusher brush because of the angle it has. And again, blending is key, so I just really, after I get that color on there, I go back and I just kind of blend it in. And I just kind of take my brush, just again, to make sure I've got everything blended well. There. Now it is time for my mascara, my 3D mascara. And in the instructions it says that you can either apply it with a coat of your regular mascara first, or you can use just the 3D mascara. I do like to just kind of set up my lashes first with a really cheap light mascara. You guys are going to see how my lashes grow here in a minute. So as you can see, with just the regular mascara, you really can't see my lashes much. So now I'm ready for the good stuff. This is the stuff that truly makes the difference. I've got my tube of gel and my tube of fibers, and I take my gel, I kind of do along my tops too. And I do one at a time. So now I take my fibers, and the trick with the fibers is really just, you only need to brush the fibers on the ends of your lashes, because that's what makes them grow out and makes them longer. Okay, so that's all it takes. Now I'm taking the gel to the bottom, get it ready for the fibers. Again, I just do the fibers on the ends, and look at the difference that those little guys make. And it's good to let the fibers dry on there for a minute, so I'm going to go ahead and do my other eye, the gel. Again, I kind of get the tops, make sure I get a good coat of the gel on. I take the fibers, grow those lashes out, then gel, bottom, fibers. See how those fibers, they just catch onto the ends? They just grow them out. And then I'm going to go over both eyes with the gel to set the fibers. And this is what's really important, because it's what keeps those fibers on there and they don't flake off. I'll kind of zig it through. Keeps my lashes separated nicely. And then My eyeliner does not smudge, and my mascara, everything lasts all day. Just because I want to make sure I've got gel on really good. And that's one coat of the fiber lash. I only ever do one coat on my bottom. Sometimes I will do two on top for a longer look on the top, but I'm just going to show you a basic look right now. But just look at the difference in my face and my color. And usually the only step that I don't do up here that I was going to show you right now is usually I wait and do my lip stain when I'm kind of on the run. But I wanted to show you our great lip stains. This is the Shy, and see how it gives me a little color so my lips don't look so washed out. This lip stain is amazing because it's going to dry here, and I'm going to show you. This is going to wear through my coffee, wear through my lunch, and it doesn't go anywhere. So I'm not having to worry about reapplying anything all day. So, and you can see it didn't take me that long to do this because I was busy talking as I was doing it. So now I'm going to take my hand and see, nothing. That's how great all of this stuff is, ladies. Telling you, it's quick, it's easy, and once I get my hair down here, I'm set for my day. And here's my face and my makeup. So if you're interested in any of these products, you can go to my website, www.radiantlyravishing.com, and you can find everything there. Feel free to ask me any questions that you might have, but mainly what I can say is how much I love these products. Thank you.